All right, so trying to get out of the space of being frustrated, because I had some really good quality content stuff, but I couldn't upload it because I had the mic off. So I have no idea how to fix that or even get the content to work. So I'm going to try this again. All right. I moved from Georgia to Tennessee. I moved and I was not in Atlanta. I was like on the outskirts. And I had a lot of stuff go down, a lot of stuff happen, from like job to job. Moved out here, and I feel like this is the place that I need to be in a spiritual sense. It's forced me, and it's still forcing me to go through things that I have not essentially went through, stuff that I haven't tried to fix on my own. We'll just say that. And I'm sorry if y'all keep hearing that AC cut on. I like the lighting and where I'm at, so y'all may hear that in the background. I do apologize, but I can't fix where I'm at because I don't want to be anywhere else in this house. This is where I want to be right now. So I did move. Felt like this, and still feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. It's been very hard for me. It's been extremely hard for me. When I first got up here, I didn't give myself any time to breathe and went to another government job, went from one agency to another, and had something happen at that job and got really bad triggered, and PTSD popped off, and I resigned because I can't, and I still can't work in what I'm going through mentally. It's just a lot. I was able to try to years ago deal with my PTSD, but it's gotten a lot worse. And it's a process. 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 Like sometimes when I wake up, a day to day is a process. And I am a veteran. I served in the military and all of that. So went through a lot, been on deployments, all that type of stuff. And I'm not going to get too deep into that because that's not what this video is about. I am trying my hardest to stay on this spiritual awakening, you know what I'm saying, and do stuff for myself. And it's not easy. It is not easy. It is not easy coming up here and talking. It's not easy talking about your process. It's not easy being open. Sometimes it's not even easy being authentically you, because a lot of times you get judged for that as well. And I kept saying, oh, I'm gonna get on YouTube when I get out here and just make all this content, and that is not what's been happening. So I just trying to do the best with what I have right now. Mentally, I can show up and talk and be kind of transparent with what I have going on with me. It's been rough. Moved up here, did what I needed to do, and then still going through the process that I'm going through now. Struggling mentally, but I'm thankful that I'm on medication. The VA put me on antidepressants, and so far they're working at like balancing me out, so it's been doing some good to me. And on anxiety medication as well. But the spiritual awakening part, y'all, is a lot of people come on to a YouTube platform and make it seem like it's just roses, you know what I'm saying, and you can go and buy crystals and you can go and do these things and it's going to make it easier. No, these are like tools, but you have to do the work. And when you sit down and really do the work, it's a lot. It's a lot. I've been through a lot recently, like to the point now where I just paid the rent yesterday. I had just enough money, but come next month, I have no idea how that's going to happen, to be honest with y'all. I'm at that point. I got like $23 in food stamps right now because I'm not working, because I quit because of my PTSD and all of that. And the food, I only got so much food up in there, you know, and trying to figure out, okay, hey, just feeling frustrated because as an adult, you're supposed to have this figured out. I'm in my 30s now, you know, and I feel like with the financial aspect, I shouldn't have put myself in this situation. I already know how some of this is my fault. Well, no, I take that back. All of this is my fault because I shouldn't have allowed myself to get down this bad. But now that I'm in this situation, I can't fix that financially. I wish I could. And there's the money, you know, like, hey. No, because that's how I feel right now. Like it would be, if it was that simple, it would be that simple. But I know all this is working in my favor to where I'm learning certain things. It's still rough. It is still rough. It is still rough. It is still rough. The only thing that I can say is you have to show up authentically you. And what I mean by that is whatever you come out as, whatever you present yourself as, that you got to do that. You got to show up as that. You got to show up as that. And there's been a lot of controversy online about this famous couple that, well, this famous ex-couple, and then the 3 women, basically, we'll just say that because I don't feel like getting into names and stuff like that. But that situation that's going on right now, that's on the internet like that, I've been in that situation. I know how that feels, like big time, and more than one occasion, more than one time, like with more than, like, not at the same time with the same female, but like different females at different times, and just not learning my lesson at all. Like, I know how that feels, really, on both sides. I know how that feels. So it's, and you have to be accountable for you too, and what part you played into it. So just watching that, it just reminds me of like how I was there for females and paid their bills, and had one of them living with me and doing everything that I could, and they still choose their past. They still choose what's known to them. They're not worried about you. You're just doing what's best for their benefit in that current moment in time. They don't care about you. You're just a filler. You avoid filler, whatever else you want to, you know what I'm saying, consider it. And but you paying the bills though, you know, you doing what needs to be done. But that person that they love, that's who they gonna go back to. And you can't fault them for that. That's what they want to do. Just like you can't control people. It's crazy because I know what that, but that's why I'm saying this. I know what that feels like. Like, but now that I'm going through what I'm going through, and you know what I'm saying, to be 100% transparent, not knowing if I'm going to still be in this apartment in another month, not knowing if I'm going to have to move back to Georgia, not knowing, you know, here in like a week or so how I'm going to make do with the food and all that stuff, like all of that, and not having any of these females, any of these women are not here for me. Like, they're presently not there, and they won't be here for me because that's just not who they are. So I can't really get mad about that. And it's a part of life, man. It's a part of life. It's a part of life. Like, I'm trying so hard to stay in a positive mindset, and I can smile all day and have just got done crying before I got on here. Like, it's very rough to show up like this. But I said, you know what, let me get dressed and come on here and talk, because I have not made a video in so long, and it's not fair to me and my YouTube channel, so I'm gonna try to get better with that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I haven't figured out the vlogging thing, so it may be a lot of this going on until I can really figure that out and piece it together piece by piece, you know, with the editing part of it. But I'm everywhere mentally, like everywhere mentally. I know this money is coming to me, but it's just like this patience and waiting. And that's another thing. You can't rush your process, and you can't try to push all these people, whether it be friends, relationship, family, whatever. You can't push them into your process either. And I'm practicing detachment big time right now, so it's whoo. Y'all see this necklace? See if I can. Oh, I got this from Atlanta. It's a boutique out in Atlanta. I wanna say it's Zebra something boutique out in Atlanta. If I can find the name, I'll put it, you know, down in the description box or somewhere in there so y'all can go check them out. But I highly recommend physically going down there because they've got a lot of different stuff. This came from, so y'all can see this beautiful crystal baby. She came from and the crystal bracelet that's on my wrist as well. She came from Crystal Blue out in Atlanta. And I got this one from, I think this came from Ross. I'm not sure, Ross or Marshall's, one of them. But these are tools, okay? These can open things up. They can help you out. They can assist you in your spiritual awakening. But that's all they are. They're tools. And they can protect you. They can have protection on you. My spiritual awakening journey, it's not easy. I thought I was going through it years ago. That was false. I wasn't going through it. I was like basically kicked in the butt big time when I had to come down here and really be here, because this is where I was born, but I was not like raised here. So when I came out this way in Tennessee, I was like, wow, you know, I really feel like I'm home. But it's so crazy because I'm all alone. I'm by myself. Like, I just sit in my house basically, and it has not been easy. 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 It has not been easy at all. And I got this incense burning right now. It's the new moon incense. New moon incense. It's I like the smell. Some people don't like certain incense smells, but new moon, I got that. I've done full moon like ritual stuff that I believe in, because certain people don't believe that. And I was brought up Christian, and I'm not even gonna touch on that, but it's definitely a journey for me right now. When you're from a past upbringing a certain type of way, and you're just trying to find your way in this life for yourself before you physically, you know what I'm saying, pass on. And whew, being awakened and all that stuff is not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart at all. But I am thankful for everybody that's been there, as far as friends checking on me, family that's been checking on me, people who are genuinely making sure that I'm okay, that my mental space is okay. I do appreciate those that have been there. I love y'all greatly for that. I don't have a big circle, but it's you know, a lot of times people don't talk about what goes on with them. And me being, you know, part of the LGBTQ community, me being lesbian, can be frustrating in general, because we just have our own stuff going on in the community. We do. So I'm trying to get the incense together. but like it's a lot. And sometimes, and I don't like in our community when we decide to like come together and tear each other down or go off on each other. Like a lot of times that's not necessary either. Like you can be like, hey, you inspire me, or because you did X, Y, and Z, it's made me see this certain perspective. Like this whole perspective that's happened with the women that I was talking about earlier in this video. Like they have shown me like, hey, when I'm looking back on me, damn, you were really in that predicament. You were really in that. Like they're showing what it's like on the internet to go through that process, and it sucks. It is not easy. It is not easy, and it's not easy getting on here and talking about your life in general. Adulthood is not easy. This having to pay bills thing. This having to pay bills thing. This having to pay bills thing when you get older. Like I was so like, I want to be an adult. I want to be an adult. I was one of them kids. I want to be an adult. And I get out here and I'm like, what is this? What is this? Like maybe our parents or our grandparents were real good at hiding this, but what is this? Is this what adulthood is like? Is this it? Because whoo, this ain't. I don't wanna. I didn't sign up for this. Whew. All right, I'm done rambling on and talking about myself in general.